That was a thing.
Oof.
But I think that was the only thing that happened. But speaking of things,
Yeah.
Oh.
Good segue, Zach.
Nice.
Oh.
Very nicely done.
So the last movie that they
Thingway.
announced was Swamp Thing.
A thing way.
That is Swamp Thing. Dude,
Did any of you guys see the show? Swamp
the
Thing?
show's actually good.
Which one?
The
Because
most
the
recent
recent
one, not
one.
the
No, no.
original.
I watched the one from like the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah.
okay, wait.
I remember
was
that one. There was a
confused.
toy line, and it was
Yeah.
cool as shit.
I thought there was also this is Marvel, but I thought there was also a Man Thing.
Man Thing is Marvel.
It's Marvel.
But was it a movie or a show?
Man Thing was in
Werewolf by Night.
No, but I thought there was something from like 15 years ago, 20 years ago almost that came out. Unless that was
No, that was
no.
Swamp
That
Thing.
was a
You're thinking
Swamp
of
Thing.
Swamp Thing
Yeah, yeah.
that Anthony's
the
talking
90s.
No, I'm thinking of like 2005.
about. No.
No,
Wrong.
there was a Swamp Thing on the CW maybe like 5-6 years ago. Maybe. But after when the first episode aired, they announced that it got canceled.
Yeah, and then they were stupid because then people realized,
Hey,
oh
this
snap,
was pretty good.
it's actually really good. It turns out, yeah, it was it came out in 2019, and it shouldn't have been on
Wow,
CW.
that soon?
That soon.
Wow. Or
It
that
really should not have
recent, I
been.
mean.
It really shouldn't have been on CW.
I don't know why.
But it
I
got
thought it
moved
was
to HBO Max.
Yeah.
at some point.
And then that's where people found it. It was like, hey, this is really good. And they thought, okay, let's try to go ahead and try to like revitalize this. And I have an idea as to why, of all things, he's bringing back is Swamp Thing. Because I think just like the Creature Commandos, like there has to be more like the supernatural, mystical stuff.
Well, this is the monsters in terms
Yeah,
of like
the whole
gods and monsters.
Mhm.
thing. And there's this ties
Yeah, he's
into things
powerful.
like arcane magics, and there's this whole there's these like primordial forces that the universe has. I'm gonna get real nerdy here for a second. There's this thing
okay,
called
it
Do
was
it.
Man Thing that came out 2005. That's what it was.
What?
Totally off topic, but
Wow.
it was because I knew something came out 05.
where
but it was
did that
Man
come
Thing.
out? You've derailed me
Was it a
completely.
It was
cartoon?
Man Thing. No, it's a live action movie. I think.
Was it on Sci-Fi Channel or something?
That
The
was
Sci-Fi
before-
Channel was trying to do like
that
when
was
David
before MCU.
Hasselhoff was Nick Fury, Agent of Shield.
This came out.
That was before MC.
2005, and it came out.
5?
05? That's when we graduated. freaking
05?
high school.
Sci-Fi Channel.
I told you.
Sci-fi or sci-fi?
Sci-fi.
Was it sci-fi
It was
at that
sci-fi
point?
at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was sci-fi at the time. Anyway, so yeah, Swamp Thing has this whole connection to this mystical power called the Green, and there are different based off colors, like this type of like those primordial universal elements. So they might be introducing that kind of stuff, as well as trying to make something kind of horror, kind of freaky, mix it up a little bit from something that's just your standard action, your thriller. Marvel did a really good job of tying in different genres and just putting superheroes in it. So DC can do well to try to emulate that, at least in my opinion. But I'm hyped for Swamp Thing. He's a pretty cool character.
I'm interested.
He's,
But yeah,
I know nothing.
I remember from the shows, he's hella powerful.
he looks cool, and he's crazy powerful. Yeah, and he
Get off my swamp.
no, wrong green character.
That's him.
It's Shrek Thing.
Get off my swamp thing.
Get out my swamp. Oh man. Any thoughts on your end, Danny?
No, I don't know much about Swamp Thing.
Watch that CW show.
Yeah.
It's not really a CW show.
I heard good things about the show.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying it was great, so
It's like season 1 of Superman and Lois is really good.
get a nice like horror vibe.
Apparently
to it.
they renewed that for I
They
think
did
another
for-
2 seasons.
At least a season 3. I didn't know it was season 4 too, but
Yeah, like they're
Tyler
keeping
Hoechlin is
it.
a really good Superman.
Like that's
good.
not a show that's being canceled because of the new stuff.
It's
They're
part of the
keeping it.
Elseworld stuff.
Yep.
Let it do its thing. I'm happy. Do it.